Nigri, Ni, Mwanzo. Gold is the beginning. In the name of She, capital S, capital H, capital I. Man, Adam called Son, S-U-N. Mother Nature, Mother Earth, in the name of the true begotten Son, Emmanuel, Imanuel, whose name means gold with us. Matthew 1:23, Acts 4:12, in the name of the true motherland, Nigritia, Nigrita, which means land of the golds. Kiswahili, Tower Babel, man's first tongue. Amani kutoka yuku. Peace from above. How y'all doing? Good to be here. Welcome to Black's Black TV, where I expound upon the virtues of our foreparents. And I teach the book of life, Kitabucha Uzima, reading from the New Testament of Emmanuel, Agano, Jipya, Imanuel, reading from the second Epistole of Paul, the Apostole to the Corinthians, chapter 11. Oh, that you would bear with me in a little folly, and indeed you do bear with me. For I am jealous for you with godly jealousy. For I have betrothed you to one husband, that I may present you as a chaste virgin to Emmanuel. But I fear lest somehow, as a serpent deceived Eve by his craftiness, so your minds may be corrupted from the simplicity that is in Emmanuel. For if he who comes teaches another Emmanuel, whom we have not teached, or if you receive a different spirit which you have not received, or a different gospel which you have not accepted, you may well put up with it. For I consider that I am not at all inferior to the most eminent apostles, even though I am untrained in speech, yet I am not in knowledge. But we have been thoroughly manifested among you in all things. Did I commit sin in humbling myself that you might be exalted? Because I teached the gospel of God to you free of charge. I robbed other tabernacles, taking wages from them to minister to you. And when I was present with you and in need, I was a burden to no one. For what I lacked, the brother who came from Macedonia supplied. And in everything I kept myself from being burdensome to you, and so I will keep myself. As the truth of Emmanuel is in me, no one shall stop me from this boasting in the regions of Achaia. Why? Because I do not love you, God knows. But what I do, I will also continue to do, that I may cut off the opportunity from those who desire an opportunity to be regarded just as we are in the things of which they boast. For such are false apostles, deceitful workers, transforming themselves into apostles of Emmanuel. And no wonder, for Satan himself transformed himself into an angel of light. Therefore, it is no great thing if his ministers also transform themselves into ministers of righteousness, whose end will be according to their works. I say again, let no one think me a fool. If otherwise, at least receive me as a fool, that I also may boast a little. Mm. What I speak not according to the goals, but as it were, foolishly, in the confidence of boasting, seeing that many boast according to the flesh, I also will boast. For you put up with fools gladly, since you yourselves are wise. For you put up with it if one brings you into bondage, if one devours you, if one takes from you, if one exalts himself, if one strikes you on the face. Mm. To our shame, I say that we were too weak for that, but in whatever anyone is bold, I speak foolishly, I am bold also. Are they Israelites? So am I. Are they the seed of Abraham? So am I. Are they ministers of Emmanuel? I speak as a fool. I am more in labors, more abundant, in stripes above measure, in prisons more frequently, in deaths often. For the use, from the use 5 times I received 40 stripes minus one. 3 times I was beaten with rods. Once I was stoned. 3 times I was shipwrecked. A night and a day I have been in the deep. In journeys often, in perils of waters, in perils of robbers, in perils of my own countrymen, in perils of the Gentiles, in perils in the city, in perils in the wilderness, in perils in the sea, in perils among false brethren, in weariness and toil, in sleeplessness often, in hunger and thirst, in fasting often, in cold and nakedness. Besides the other things, what comes upon me daily, my deep concern for all the tabernacles. Who is weak and I am not weak? Who is made to stumble and I do not burn with indignation? If I must boast, I will boast in the things which concern my infirmity. The God of gods and Father of our teacher Emmanuel, who is blessed forever, knows that I am not lying. In Damascus, the governor, under Aretas, the king, was guarding the city of the Damascus, of the Damascenes, with a garrison, desiring to arrest me. But I was let down in a basket through a window in the wall and escaped from his hands. Hmm. Interesting. Paul speaking. Let's go to chapter 11, verse 3. But I fear lest someone, as the serpent deceived Eve by his craftiness, so your minds may be corrupted from the simplicity that is in Emmanuel. One more time. It's the most important word, the simplicity. See, but I fear lest someone, as the serpent deceived Eve by his craftiness. That's what people don't understand. It's so simple. That's why it's Matthew 1, 2, 3, because it's just that easy. One more time. Did you hear what they said? Eve was deceived. She was deceived. Adam and Eve, concept of death was the lion attacked the gazelle, snapped his neck. They watched this. They seen this. So their concept of death was. Therefore, Satan, being immortal, made Eve see. One more time. She was looking all the time, but she couldn't see, because when Satan was eating the fruit, one more time, she was waiting for him to die, because she had been told to eat this fruit is death. And her concept of death was, as he stood there eating the fruit, eating the fruit, eating the fruit, you get ready to die, you get ready to die, you get ready to die. But he didn't drop dead. He kept eating the fruit. And she's standing there waiting on him to drop dead. But he kept eating the fruit. And then, finally, as Satan knew it would, the smell got to her nose. She smelled it. A fruit she had never smelled before in her life, in her time. And when she smelled it, and she looked and seen Satan standing there, not dead. For her, she didn't know he was immortal. All she know is that if you eat this fruit, you're supposed to be dead. And this guy eating, and this entity, Satan, is eating this fruit and he's not dead. And when she bit, she saw the light. But the light that she saw, she wasn't supposed to see. One more time. She saw herself. She wasn't supposed to see herself. She's supposed to keep looking. One more time. She didn't deceive Adam. Adam came right behind, came along, seeing her. You get me to die, you get me to die. Same thing. She didn't drop dead, so he tried the fruit. And when you understand who suffered the most, you can see that it was Eve. Her son killed her son, and she still had to love her son, even though he killed her son. One more time. A woman, you my son, I love you. You my son, I hate you. The first victim of death was not son killing son, but the mother had to look at son, knowing he killed her son, but still had to love him because he is her son. One more time. You have to elevate your brain and go up. See up. Just like it's saying, let me see. 13, verse 13, 11, 13. For such are false apostolates, deceitful workers, transforming themselves into apostolates of Emmanuel. But they're not. They're not. Just like 2025, you see all these people trying to act like they Black Americans. See all these people trying to come up against us and make us like we're nobody. One more time. They not even understanding. Book of life. The book of life. They're going to all be coming against God's chosen people. Did you hear what he said? Did you not hear what he said? He said, look at all the stuff he said. He said, in weariness, 27, in weariness and toil, and sleeplessness, and hunger and thirst, and cold and nakedness. 29, who is weak and I am not weak? Who is made to stumble and I do not burn with indignation. Because he understands who stumbled is part of life. One more time. One more time. As he keeps saying, oh, and in 22, I didn't say nothing about no Hebrews because I don't believe in Hebrews. There's no such thing as Hebrews. There are only Israelites. Omega says E is A. So, one more time. I teach, I do not preach. Just like verse 7. Because I teached the gospel of God. One more time. Because I teached the gospel of God. That's what Emmanuel does. Emmanuel is a teacher. He's not a preacher. That is not his repertoire to preach. Because preachers are taught to convince you that the J you looking at is not a J. It's a G or a H, as it's surrounded by all these J's. Anyhow, pay attention and beware of false gods, false prophets coming in the name of Emmanuel. But they can't come in the name of Emmanuel. See, what does your book say? Coming in the name of what? Jesus. Exactly. 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 They are coming in the name of Jesus, which is false. I am coming in the name of Emmanuel, his begotten son, who he planted directly into Mary. But he did same thing every other mortal man did, and that is to crawl from the womb of a woman. One more time. He did not come from she, son, Mother Nature, Mother Earth. He came from she, directly from he, go to wolves, to she. But he still had to come through the womb of woman. That's why Joseph took his wife, and then he knew her not. For the entrance to life had to be open from the outside, not the inside. That's why I say Joseph took his wife, and then he knew her not. He had to open that womb from the outside so that baby could come from the inside, because that baby, no baby's coming from the inside out without the outside door being open first. Free your mind. As we follow, kingdom of heaven is within. Trip C's, cool, calm, collected, www, whole wide world. Nigri ni Mwanzo. In the name, excuse me, Nigri ni Mwanzo. Go is the beginning. In the name of she, capital S, capital H, capital I, who man Adam called son, S-U-N, Mother Nature, Mother Earth, in the name of the true begotten Son, Emmanuel, I-M-A-N-U-E-L, whose name means God with us, Matthew 1:23, Acts 4:12, in the name of the true motherland, Nigritia, N-I-G-R-I-T-I-A, which means land of the gods, Ki Swahili, Tower of Babel, man's first tongue. Amani kutoka you, peace from above. In the name of Emmanuel, go with us. Go with